In this week's Jackass of the Week, I completely mess up the bus stop chicane, Simone ends up in the kitty litter, and somebody called Cocky, well, probably wishes they hadn't been. And in our first clip we head over to Spa and the Group 2s, where Simone is trying to pull an overtake on Alan Prost, and he goes to the inside, only Alan is having none of it and forces him right off the track. Now if you look from this angle, you can see there would have been enough room for them both to get past, but Alan was having none of it. But unfortunately, by the time Simone had got back into the track, he gets punted from behind and sent right off into the gravel. Now, that wasn't any fault of his own, it was just unfortunate. And as we watch Simone playing in the kitty litter, if I could ask you guys to hit those like and subscribe buttons, I really would appreciate it. And now we see Simone ghosted just in time for me to get the overtake done. Now this clip involves me at Spa again, and I get a much better run on Beefy, who unfortunately decides he's having none of it and tries to force me off the track. Now luckily I pull a very cool 360 and manage to keep going, although I do lose a couple of places. Thanks Beefy. Now in the next clip we head over to Watkins Glen, where Cocky in the purple Audi gives Mark in the Porsche a good old fashioned punt and forces him off the track. Now this wasn't the first time that Cocky had been a bit of an ass driving, and unfortunately, well, you learn mate, you don't mess with the people in the black and green cars, because us monsters stick together and you're only going to come off worse. And now we move to Sabuka and the new Mazda 3s, and this guy, Simon, or Simon, who quite frankly doesn't appear to know how to drive at all. In fact, even when there's nobody else on the track to annoy him, he still can't manage to keep all four wheels on the tarmac. I mean, he really is a bit of a joke. But what isn't quite so funny is when Simone started driving like an absolute muppet. In this little sequence, for example, where you can see his first target, good old fashioned punt, let's send off, there's one. And now we'll have a go at Andy, sideswipe him. There's number 2, and now Maglass, and oh look, that's 3 people off, before ending up in the dirt again. And in this clip you can see that Maglass gets a much better run out the final corner and is going for what should be a quite easy overtake, only Simone's having none of that and continues to drive like a complete pleb and forces Maglass off into the barrier. I mean, what an absolute idiot. And now we truly get to see what a complete moron Simon is, because this is without a doubt one of the best examples of bad driving I've ever seen. What the was that? I mean, what a joke. And the more times you watch it, the better, well the worse, but the better it gets. What an absolute tool. I mean, you really wish you'd have missed altogether, wouldn't you? That would have been perfect. But unfortunately he didn't, and if you see from his follow cam, he's lining this up from a long way behind. You can see he's seen Jace, he's going for it, oh, and he just manages to clip him, and I so wish he hadn't have done. And so I don't think it's going to come as much of a shock when I announce that this week's Jackass of the Week is Simon, without doubt an absolute jackass.
This guy's a serious asshole.
For more great videos like this one, follow this link. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.